Imagine you are finally sinking into your sofa after a day that felt like a marathon through a swamp of bureaucracy. You have your snack, your show is queued up, and then it happens. A soft, fuzzy weight descends onto your arm. The paw. In that moment, human hearts transform into a puddle of emotional mush. We assume Mittens is holding our hand in a soulful display of love. While that isn't entirely wrong, as an animal psychologist, I can tell you this gesture is a highly sophisticated feline telegram. It is a complex piece of communication from a creature carrying the ancient software of a wild predator. Cats are often labeled aloof, but when that paw lands, they are breaking the fourth wall of interspecies social etiquette. This is an invitation into their inner sanctum, driven by reasons far more fascinating and calculated than a simple hug. The first reason is the chemical deed of sale. Cats are mobile scent factories. They possess specialized biological hardware called interdigital glands located between their paw pads. When your cat rests its paw on you, it deploys an odorless stamp of approval. They are marking you with pheromones to inform every rival in the neighborhood that this specific human is occupied. You are no longer an individual. You are a high-value resource officially branded by the household authorities. It is a property claim disguised as a cuddle. Secondly, analyze the anchor effect. In the wild, being a cat is a high-stakes game. They are predators, but they are also small enough to be prey. Sleep is a dangerous vulnerability. When your cat puts a paw on you while dozing, they are using you as a biological tripwire. They detect the slightest twitch of your muscles or change in your heart rate. If you jump, they are alerted instantly. This is a compliment of the highest order. They have promoted you to their personal, unpaid security detail. They aren't just snuggling, they are outsourcing their survival to your reflexes. Thirdly, this behavior is a nostalgic trip to kittenhood. The rhythmic kneading we call making biscuits often starts with a heavy, stationary paw. This is a primal regression to nursing. By pressing against their mother, they stimulated milk flow and experienced absolute security. When an adult cat does this to you, their brain receives a massive dose of oxytocin. They are telling you that you provide the same safety as the nest. It is feline therapy, even if those tiny claws occasionally snag your favorite sweater. Fourth is the tactical nudge. Cats are remarkably efficient. Why waste energy on a dramatic meow when a silent velvet tap on the hand suffices? They have observed humans for millennia and realized we are easily distracted by glowing rectangles. The paw is a physical intervention. It says, stop looking at pictures of someone else's dinner and focus on the apex predator currently requiring an ear scratch. It is a firm command for priority in your busy life. The fifth reason involves emotional mirroring. Cats are incredibly sensitive to human cortisol levels and heart rhythms. If you are stressed or grieving, your cat often appears and rests a paw on you. They are sensing your internal storm and attempting co-regulation. They aren't just comforting you. They are using their own calm state to ground your nervous system. It is a silent, furry anchor in the middle of your emotional chaos, proving felines are far more empathetic than the internet suggests. Sixth, consider the high-resolution sensor array of the paw. The pads are packed with nerve endings, detecting vibrations and textures invisible to us. When they put their paw on you, they are scanning you. They read your pulse, sense your skin temperature, and gather a tactile report on your current state. To them, that touch provides a wealth of data. It is a high-speed download of your physical well-being. Seventh is the game of soft dominance. In feline social structures, the individual who places their paw on top often asserts control over the interaction. It is a non-aggressive test of boundaries. If you try to place your hand on top of their paw, they will likely pull it out and place it back on top of yours. This is a soft power move. They are reminding you that while you pay the mortgage, they decide the flow of the afternoon's activities. It is a small lion ego wrapped in velvet. The eighth reason is the velvet break. Sometimes the paw isn't an invitation. It is a request for a ceasefire. If you are petting them and they place a firm, stiff paw against your hand, they are setting a boundary. They have reached their sensory limit. Understanding this nuance is vital for a healthy relationship. Ignore the break, and you might get the teeth. The paw is their polite way of keeping the peace before things become scratchy. Pause for a second. Before you think you have decoded the secret manual of cat behavior, there is a moment that changes everything. We often miss it because we are buried in our own loud human noise. It is about the weight of that paw when it is no longer there. The presence of the paw is a conversation, but its absence is a warning. In my clinical experience, the most heartbreaking cases begin with a silent departure from touch. Evolution programmed cats to be ultimate stoics. In the wild, showing pain is a death sentence. They have spent millions of years perfecting a poker face. This evolutionary mask means their physical behavior is our only diagnostic window. When a cat who used to claim your lap suddenly stops, it is rarely a mood swing. It is often a biological retreat. We must look for silent thieves like feline arthritis or degenerative joint disease. This isn't just about getting old. It is a systemic inflammation where every reach becomes a cost-benefit analysis for the cat. Stretching a paw out and applying pressure, what we see as a sweet gesture, is actually a complex mechanical chain involving the carpal, elbow, and shoulder joints. If those joints are grinding, if the synovial fluid has thinned, that reach feels like a rusty hinge. If that touch hurts, they will quietly withdraw. It is a slow, tactile fading. They still love you, but the physical price of admission has become too high. Owners often miss this for months, chalking it up to the cat just mellowing out, while the animal is actually suffering in a self-imposed silent isolation to avoid the pain of the ritual. Consider the psychological weight of feline cognitive dysfunction, which mirrors human dementia. This isn't just simple forgetfulness. It is a breakdown of the social map they have used for years. A disoriented cat might experience sundowning, becoming detached from the very rituals that once defined your bond. That paw, once a steady anchor in their world, becomes a tool they have forgotten how to operate. They might watch you from across the room with a look of profound confusion, wanting that connection but unable to find the neurological on switch. The pathway to reach out has clouded over, leaving them stranded in a mental fog where the familiar has become alien. It is a heartbreaking feline existential crisis. Examine the paws themselves. Those sensitive pads are prone to hidden injuries, infections, or plasma cell pododermatitis, an autoimmune issue that makes the pads feel like sensitive, painful balloons. Even overgrown nails that curve back into the pad make every touch a gamble. If your cat treats their paws like state secrets, pulling them away or tucking them tightly under their chest, the alarm bells should ring. They are protecting their sensors because they no longer feel safe using them. This shift in behavior is your most critical diagnostic tool. You don't need a lab coat to save your cat. You just need to be a student of their silence. The weight of a healthy paw is light, but the weight of a missing paw is incredibly heavy. It is the weight of worry and the unknown. If the velvet tap vanishes, do not assume they are being moody. Step up as their guardian. Look past the fur and the purrs to see the creature counting on you to notice what they are too proud to say. Every time the paw lands on your skin, it is a miracle of evolution. It is a bridge between two species seeing the world differently. When it happens next, stay still. Feel the warmth, acknowledge the scent marking, and appreciate that a highly efficient hunting machine has chosen you as their safe harbor. Humans use many words to say very little, but a cat says everything that matters with a single silent touch. Next time Mittens claims your arm, remember, you have been officially stamped, scanned, and loved by a master. Your cat isn't just touching you, they are telling you their story, one soft paw at a time.